Hello and welcome all my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome all my dear second standard little champs once again in the grammar lecture. My dear little champs, I hope that your exams are going good and you have appeared for the exam, for your first exam very well. My dear little champs, you also might be knowing that papers seems to be very easy if you prepare very well. And now I hope that you have understood in all the lectures why teachers were saying that pay carefully attention, complete the work, follow the instructions. Because if you do these things particularly, the papers are very easy for you. That is what our motto is, to make toughest thing in the easiest way to you. So my dear little champs, once again I welcome you in the grammar lecture. I know that you might be missing the grammar lecture as we were doing English revision and the paper preparation. So now you might be thinking that what sir has brought for us in this lecture, what is new, right? You must be thinking that what are we supposed to do? Students, you are supposed to take your grammar textbook. If you have the grammar textbook, you are supposed to take the grammar textbook. And if you do not have the grammar textbook, what you can do is, you can keep the rough book and pencil ready with you. Even if you have the textbook, you have to keep the pencil. But if you do not have the textbook, keep the rough book ready with you. Now what are we going to do? Now we are going to start with the interesting chapter. Very interesting chapter. Okay, what is the name of the chapter? Oh, wait a minute. Here chapter 15 is written. But full stop and question mark. Now you might be thinking that sir is just cracking the joke. What is full stop and question mark? Is this the name of the chapter, full stop and question mark? No, let me tell you that full stop and question mark I have written so that you keep thinking what is the name of the chapter. Many smart students might have opened chapter 15 and might be giving me the answers that sir, this is the name of the chapter. So anyways, the name of the chapter is Statements and Questions. What is the name of the chapter? Statements and Questions. Why have I done full stop and question mark? Just because of this, to indicate the statement by full stop and to indicate questions by the question mark. See, if you have understood this line, that means our chapter is over. Yes, for the first time in the introduction part itself, our chapter explanation is done. Don't you think this chapter is going to be very interesting and easy one? It is going to be, and the exercises of this chapter, I must say, are very, very interesting. It is really fun to solve the exercises of this chapter. Only the condition is, again you have to follow the instructions given throughout the lecture. So the first instruction is, whenever I am explaining you here, you will have to carefully keep your ears, eyes and mind towards the lecture. Secondly, when we are solving the exercise, you have to try to think about the answer and write it down on the spot. Again, those who are having rough book, they do not have to write the question because I am going to send you the PDF file of your textbook. So you can take the printout of the PDF file and you can have the textbook copy. So there is nothing to worry about. But do not write the question if you have the rough book. Just write the answers. I hope I made each and everything very clear in this lecture, what you have to do and how you have to work it out. So let's get started with the chapter Statements and Questions. For the textbook holding students, take out page number 4848, on which chapter 15 Statements and Questions starts from. I hope you are all getting ready with your books and the pencils. Okay, I think these couple of seconds were enough for you to get ready. So, dear students, henceforth watch the grammar lectures very carefully, as you know that in the final exam grammar papers are there separately. You will have to pay attention, otherwise you know that the things explained here once will be explained again but in the lectures. Explanation PDF cannot be sent to you. So please watch the lecture carefully. Let's get started. Chapter 15, Statements and Questions. I hope that you also might be sitting like this at your home, watching my lecture, trying to understand and study. So first of all, read these sentences. Let us read the sentences here, written here. The dog barks loudly. Pia swims well. The snow falls softly. Zena waters the plants. So these sentences tells us something. They are called statements. Statements end with a full stop. Let me zoom in the picture for you people. Can you see the full stop at the end of every statement? So every time statement ends with a period, that means a full stop sign. How will you indicate that this is the question or this is the statement? This is the perfect idea to keep in your mind, that full stop indicates that this is the statement and not the question. So I hope this thing is very clear in your mind, and you are using the full stop sign, aren't you? At the end of the answer, you keep the full stop sign. So that is the statement. Now if you have understood the statement, question is very easy for you to understand. Now let us read these sentences. Where did you go? What is your name? Where do you keep your books? Who cooked the dinner? So these sentences are asking something. They are called questions. Why? Questions end with question mark. So whenever a sentence asks something either to you or to anyone else, it is a kind of question asked, right? So it always ends with a question mark. So questions always ends with a question mark. So say for an example, in the question paper, when you get the questions, question marks are there, and when you write the answer, you keep the full stop. So question mark and full stop are the part and the parcel of your life, of your school life, which you are using since your childhood, right? So you should know the use. Here if you can see the sentence is here, where did you go? So here someone is inquiring that where are you going or where were you gone? What is your name? So you answer, my name is Rohan or XYZ. That means here this is the question and you are answering. So whenever these type of questions are there, mostly the words like where, what, who, whom, why, how, these are the question words. Always, I should say that most probably question starts with these words only. Where, what, why, who, which, whose. So these are the question words. Also how, which starts with H. How are you? So that is a question. At the end of this statement, we will put question mark. So this only you can remember with the practice. You cannot mug up. Or the students who are using English at least in their regular life might be knowing this very well. So now I hope you understood where do we have to put full stop, where do we have to use question marks. So let's get started with the exercise. So like I said that here you will not need much of the explanation because question marks and full stops you are using since your childhood, right? So let us solve the exercise, which is again very easy and fun to solve. And I have also kept the worksheets ready for you. Once the exercises are solved, we will start solving the worksheet for the same. Let us read the heading and understand what do we have to do in this exercise. State whether the sentences are statements or questions. We just have to read the sentence and identify whether the written sentence is just a statement or a question. If it is a question, we have to write the question in the blank. If it is a statement, we have to write the statement as the answer. As we do true or false in the English, here you have to write statement or the questions. And let me tell you again, this exercise, if you understand, you will not take even 5 minutes to solve this. But as it is my duty to explain you, first 1 or 2 sentences I will explain you very well. So the students, again those who are writing in the rough notebook, for them the instruction is, give the heading exercise number 1. You can also write page number 48 so that you can keep the note from which page number you have solved which exercise. And for those who are solving in the textbook, they don't have to write anything because everything is already given. They have to just think, write the answer, that's it. So I hope students, those who are writing in the rough book, are ready with the heading exercise number 1. And now students, writing in the rough book, you have to write answer A, answer B. Likewise, you have to write the answers in the sequence. Don't write the questions. You will not get sufficient time. So let's get started. Question A. Akbar and Anna are my friends. Full stop. So can we say this is statement or is this a question? Just think. Akbar and Anna are my friends. So first thing what you have to observe is this sentence asking anyone anything? Akbar and Anna are friends. In any way is this asking anything? No. This is just the information that yes, Akbar and Anna are friends, are my friends. Secondly, if you can see here, full stop is there. So obviously it is not a question, it is a statement. So in the answer we will write statement. Isn't it very easy job to do? I hope you liked this very much. Let us solve the second sentence similarly, sentence B. Where is my teddy? No, I am not asking you about where is my teddy. The students who are showing me teddy bear right now in front of the TV screen or the mobile screen, don't show me the teddy bear. I am just reading what is written here. Where is my teddy? So immediately, the way I read, you came to know that I am asking you something, right? This sentence asks you something, that where is my teddy? You will say that, sir, I don't have your teddy. I don't know where is your teddy. So you start giving the answers. Okay, exactly at that time you will understand that this is the question being asked. Moreover, if you can see, question mark is there at the end. So is this the statement? No, only a fool will say that this is a statement. Yeah, it is very, very easy to understand that this is the question. So let us write the question word here. For the first time, answer is going to be the question. Isn't it very funny? In the answer we have written question. Anyways, as we have to identify whether it is a statement or the question, we have to use these words as the answers. Similarly, let us solve few more sentences. And I hope you are enjoying it a lot and you are giving me the answers. Students writing in the rough book, please write the answers in the sequence so you will have the note properly of the answers. So later when you get the textbook, you can note down the answers in the textbook. Let us solve few more sentences. Sentence C. Father cooks on Sundays. I don't know whether lastly when my father cooked the food. He never cooks. As this is a sentence we have to read. Father cooks on Sundays. Students, do any one of yours father cook on Sunday? Some of you might be saying yes, some of you might be saying no. Anyways, father cooks on Sunday. Is this the question being asked to you? Father cooks on Sunday? No. Now when I asked you the question, students, do any one of your father cooks on Sunday? This is the question, right? But what is written here is not the question. Father cooks on Sundays. This is just the information given that okay, my father cooks only on Sunday. So this is not the question. What is this? Statement, exactly. So let us write the answer. Okay, so we have written the answer, and I hope that you are also writing the answers. Now, next is sentence D. How are you today? Now you might be saying, sir, I am fine. Sir, I am okay. Sir, I am not fine. You started giving the answers. Why did you start giving the answer? Because I am asking you something. How are you today, right? So if I am asking you something with this sentence, then this sentence is obviously a question being asked. Moreover, question mark is also there, so you can easily identify that this is the question, not the answer, not the statement. So let us write the question here. And one easy way is, if it is a full stop, it is a statement. If it is a question mark, it is a question. Do you have to think in any other way if this easy trick I have given you? Obviously not. You can solve it very, very easily. Now, even if I give you the questions outside from this textbook, you will have to just read it and see whether it is a full stop or a question mark. Accordingly, can't you write the answer? Obviously you can. You all are very smart to understand that. Let us solve few more questions. But now what I am going to do is, I am going to start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Likewise. In that much time you will have to write the answer on your own. Yes, questions are there in front of you on the screen. You have to just write the answers. I'll just read and give you countdown. E. Is this your cap? Come on students, your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So is this your cap? What is this? Obviously it is a question. So I hope that you have also written the answer. Okay, F. Mahua runs very fast. So here we are not talking about Mahua city, might be the name of anyone. So it is used as a proper noun. Mahua runs very fast. Okay, so what is this? Is it a question or statement? Your countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What have you written in the answer? Is it a question or statement? It is a statement and not the question, because here you can see that this is just the information given. It does not ask you anything. Moreover, full stop is there at the end of this sentence. So it clearly depicts this is the statement, not a question. Similarly, let us solve few more here so that you can clearly get the idea of statement and question, and you can practice it well in this lecture itself. Please make sure you are writing the answer so that you will be able to send us the photo of the work you are doing. If you do not send, we will just minus your internal marks. Please make sure in the lecture follow the instruction and send the homework regularly to your follow-up teachers. Let us continue. Have you been to Maldives? It is a name of a place. So have you been to Maldives? Now your countdown starts, students. Please write the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What is the answer? Is it a statement or a question? Obviously, it is a question. Let us go this way. Question mark is there. Moreover, it asks you something. Have you been to Maldives? You can say, no, I have never been, or I have been once or twice or many a times. So there are the answers for this question, and this asks you something. So that is why it is a question. I hope that you are getting a good practice for this, aren't you? Okay. So I am going to leave these 3 questions for you in the homework. That means you will have to do it in the homework. Okay. So let us see how many of you have watched the lectures and are going to solve this in the homework. Now, second exercise is related obviously to the statement in the question mark. Again is very easy. Yeah, once if you understand. If you do not understand, you are going to just mix up everything. Let us understand. Put the full stop beside the statements and a question mark beside the questions. Here the punctuation marks are not given. Unlike previous exercise, here punctuation marks are not given. You have to put the full stop and the question mark by reading the sentence, and you have to identify if the sentence you read is the question, then you have to put the question mark, or else you have to put the full stop. I hope this instruction is very clear. Let us solve it. By solving it, you will get precise idea about what do we have to do. The cat jumped out of the window. So students, boys and girls, listen to me carefully, understand whatever I am trying to explain you. The cat jumped out of the window. Now you will say that, sir, cat jumped out. What do we do? Anyways, this is a statement. Why? The cat jumped out of the window. Does it ask you any question? No. Cat jumped out of the window. This is not the question. You don't have the answer for these statement, right? It is just the information given, what cat has done. So cat jumped out of the window. It is simply a statement. So we have to put just a full stop because it is a statement, not a question. So I have put full stop. Let me place it properly. So as you can see, I have put full stop. You also have to just put the full stop. The students, those who are solving in the rough book, they have to write answer A and then they have to put full stop. Okay, this type of questions might be asked to you in the exam. Okay, sentence B. Where did Cinderella find the pumpkin? I don't know, sir. Where did Cinderella find? Immediately the answer will come. Why? Because this is the question being asked, right? Where did Cinderella find the pumpkin? I don't know where she find. Where did she find the pumpkin? Or you might say, oh, I know where she find the pumpkin. So where did Cinderella? Where shows that this is the question being asked. And full sentence also, if you read it clearly, we can understand that it is a question. Where did Cinderella find the pumpkin? So this is a question. That is why we have to put a question mark. No, we don't have to answer where did she find. We just have to put the question mark. That's it. Similarly, you also have to put the question mark, students. Isn't it very interesting to solve this? Never solved before these type of exercises, right? Okay, next one. The garden is beautiful. Okay, can you answer this question? Actually, this is not the question. The garden is beautiful. What will you say? Oh, good. So this is just the information given. Is this sentence asking any kind of question to you? No. So we clearly have to just put a full stop, because it is a statement and not a question. So how easy is this, students? Okay, let us solve few more. D. The doctor will see you now. The doctor will see you now. Okay, is this any kind of question? No, it is again the information given to you, that okay, the doctor is going to see you now. The doctor will see you now. Just the information. No questions are asked to you, that do you want to go to doctor or these or that. Nothing is asked, right? So just a piece of information. That is why we are going to end it with a full stop. Similarly, sentence E. What happened to the pup? What happened to the pup? You will say, I don't know what happened, or he has got ill, he has got injured. So suddenly, by reading it, you will understand that okay, some question is being asked. What happened? Nothing happened. So this is the question, right? What happened to the pup? As it is a question, we are going to place a question mark beside this at the end of the question. Now we should say question, because we have understood that this is a question. So students, similarly, you have to try to solve these many sentences. Yes, these three given in the homework, and the rest of these I am going to solve in the next lecture. Not only this much, but also, like I said, I have the worksheet ready. So we are going to solve few worksheet questions along with this in the next lecture. Stay tuned, make sure you complete the work given in the lecture and follow the instructions regularly. Have a nice day. We will end our lecture today. Till here, goodbye, stay safe.